Okay, so we have a trig problem here. I confirmed with the student that this is a negative. It was written as a positive 4/5, but it is supposed to be negative. Okay, so now, first thing I want to do, okay, here's the given information. Sine of 2 theta equals negative 4/5. Here's the domain of theta. And I want to look at the domain of 2 theta. So we can double everything. And that's here. And that puts us in quadrant 4. Okay, and then we want to find sine theta minus cosine theta. Okay, so first thing that I want to do is take the inverse of both sides. Okay, if I take the inverse, the result is going to give me 2 theta. So that's here. Okay, now a note here on using your calculator. I recommend that you don't use the calculator until the end. Okay. So by doing that, you can avoid like writing out this decimal answer, rounding it off, then putting it back in. The chances of errors there just multiply. So if you can wait until the very final step, which would be here, to use your calculator, you're going to save time and you're going to save errors. Okay. Now we have an issue here when you're using your calculator, and that is that here on my calculator, I get a negative number. Okay. Now this is the domain, fourth quadrant. So we want to change to a positive. Okay, so if you get a negative here, so if you get a negative for 2 pi, then what you want to do is cycle back through again, which means adding 2 pi. That'll bring it to a positive. Okay. And it's like a full circle, 2 pi around. So you come back to a positive, put you in within this domain, which is what we need to be, where we need to be. Okay. Now we have 2 pi. Has to be make sure it's a positive. Okay. It's possible that your calculator will give you the positive, which is what you want. Then you don't have to do this. You don't have to add the 2 pi. Okay, so you have to check and see. Finally, to get theta, we divide by 2. Okay. So now you have everything you need. Okay, as I said, if you have a calculator, most calculators now, you can store variables, right? So you'd have this whole thing, and on mine anyway, you would put a arrow into whatever you want to call it, theta, or you could use x. Once you have that stored in here, then you just use it here in your calculator, you get an answer. Okay, so I wouldn't use the calculator until the very, very end here. So in the intermediate steps here, if you want numbers to check, I can provide that, but just try to go through it, see if you can match that. I think that the potential tricky thing here is that if you get a negative from your calculator, remember your calculator now, with the trig equation, the calculator can only give you one answer. There are infinite answers, okay, because a trig function is a cyclical function. And if you want to know, like, this solution y equals whatever, this goes forever and ever and ever, infinite solutions, okay? Obviously, the calculator won't be able to give you that. So it just gives you one. Which one does it give you? Might depend on your calculator. Okay, so that's why you got to do this check here. Okay, I hope that was useful, and let me know if further questions. Thank you.